remember when I was first at the very beginning of my spiritual awakening, I didn't know what to do, but I felt always this feeling that something was brewing and I should be doing something. I should be engaging with spirit in some way, but I didn't really know how or what that looked like. And so I'm going to share with you some tips if this is something that you have been wondering about or something that you're experiencing. So the first thing that I would say is that I dedicated time each day to connecting with spirit. And even if I felt crappy, even if I wasn't feeling good, especially if I wasn't feeling good, those are the days that it really helped me. So in the beginning, it looked like time for just meditation daily. And it was guided meditations that I would listen to. I would feel drawn to certain ones and I would just dedicate that time. The other thing I did was I didn't judge, or I tried not to judge the experiences that I had. I was just really curious. What did I experience? What did I feel? What kind of symbols did I see? What was I aware of? What did I feel? And what did I hear? And I would just write it down. I would just keep track and write it down. The other thing that I did was I started to try to use my intuition in my day-to-day life. I became more aware of opportunities to use it. So if I was waiting in line to pay for my groceries, for instance, I would use my intuition to intuit the total down to the penny. See if I could get it. You know, my order is going to come to $89.67 or whatever. So I would practice that way. I would also use my intuition if I was having to walk from my car to my kids' school, dropping my kids off at school, how many steps it would take me to get to from the car to the school. Like just things like that. There's plenty of opportunities we can use our intuition in our day-to-day lives. So I was doing that. I did go to a development circle every week without fail, and I just dedicated that time and space to my own soul. And so it was a non-negotiable. It was the only thing that I was doing for myself at that time, and I made sure that I showed up. So I did that. The other thing, I became aware of wanting to build a little bit of a relationship with my spirit guides. And so I would just ask in the morning for a theme word for the day. What would they offer me? What would they say? Sometimes they might say it's forgiveness. Sometimes they might say it's energy. Sometimes they might say it's focus, whatever. And I would take that and I would go forward with that word in mind, that theme in mind for the day. And I would allow it to guide me. And I would come back at the end of the day and write a few notes about how that word actually came up, how it made sense for me for that day, why that word was important, why I needed to hear that. And it helped me to build trust with them because I started to realize time and time again, they were giving me a little bit of a heads up. They were actually guiding me. Go figure. So those are just a few little things that I started with. So if you don't know where to begin, you can start there. If you would like more information about development circles, classes, mentorship, you can feel free to comment below and we can, connect or just follow along because I'll be posting more and more about this kind of thing. All right, so there you have it. Take care.